up in Bridgeport, so it's a little town right on the Columbia River, and I was surrounded by orchards. But my parents worked in agriculture, and they did not want me to work in agriculture. You know, they would say, we're working in ag so that you don't have to. But when I took an ag class in high school, I immediately loved just everything about it. So when I was deciding what I wanted to do post high school, I thought, why not a career in agriculture? So when I took the first job here in Washington, like I said, I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. So the first job I took, it was a new position. Nobody had ever been in it before. So I didn't really know what I was getting into because the company didn't know what they were doing with that position either. But it turned out great. I really enjoyed it. And so when I moved on to my second job, I learned that I should ask more questions like, expectations and deeper or more in-depth job descriptions, and who am I working with? What are office hours like? Just stuff like that. What is my summer gonna look like with cherry harvest and apple harvest? And the first job, I didn't think that I was gonna be waking up at 4 in the morning and working super long hours. I didn't know, but I knew for the next job to ask what those expectations were, because that was something that I needed to know. So in the next round of opportunities, I started considering things that I didn't really think about the first time, like health insurance, time off, paid time off, sick days, vacation time, stuff that I didn't really think mattered when I was 18, 19, but now that I'm getting older and just have a family and have other commitments outside of work, I started thinking about those kind of things, more, I guess, HR related, but those were things I didn't cross my mind when I took my first job. What I would advise a person looking into a new job opportunity to do is to really understand what the expectations of your employer are. Make sure you know what they want from you so that you help them complete those tasks or accomplish those goals. One of the biggest challenges in implementing technology that I have experienced is getting older generations to be comfortable with it. They didn't grow up with computers or iPhones in their hands, so they have a hard time trusting that their iPhone is going to do what they want it to do. So it's just they didn't grow up with technology like we did, or like I did, my generation. So that's a struggle, is getting the older generation to be comfortable with implementing technology and using the stuff that companies are wanting to use in their orchards. It would definitely be helpful to understand the whole system. So, if you have an opportunity, if you have internship opportunities and something, let's say production or R&D, and that's not what you think you want to do, I would suggest you take it, because you learn something from it and you can later on apply it in your job with tech and agriculture. So just take all the opportunities you can to learn about food production in all aspects, because any and all experiences will be useful in the tech world. Well, I think technology is very exciting. We've seen a lot of it, with our cell phones, with vehicles, and if we could bring that to the orchard, I think we could go really far. So it's exciting to know that the technology is there. We just have to implement it.